Okay, station 6.
Good afternoon. My name is Tony McCall and I'm from Montgomery, Alabama. And my question is about your disciplined risk evaluation approach and how you balance that with the fact that perseverance and determination and grit are often necessary for success.
Well, I'm not. I certainly like determination and grit with the people we work for, but we don't have any formula that evaluates risk, but we certainly make our own calculation of risk versus reward in every transaction we do. And it's true whether it's marketable securities, that's true whether it's private investments, that's true whether it's making an investment in a business. And sometimes we're wrong, and we're going to be wrong sometimes in the future. You can't make a lot of decisions in this business without being wrong, but we don't think the procedure or the results would be changed favorably by having lots of committees and lots of spreadsheets and that sort of thing. It just, if I had a group under me, they would try and figure out what I wanted the answer to be, and they would tell me what I wanted to hear. And I've watched that approach at 20 public companies, and what the CEO wants to do, they may spend a lot of time getting there, but the investment banker gets there, and the internal committees get there, or the internal operations get there. The calculations are it's the same as the insurance business with a G. A G gets calls on insurance deals, and you have to think through that deal. The main thing is, are you reasonably sure that you know what you're doing? And it gets past that hurdle, then we go on to figure out the math of gain versus loss and how much loss we can afford to take in anything. And we're willing to take what sound like large losses if we think that the rewards are more likely and proportional. Charlie?
I got nothing.
Yeah, it's very disappointing. We have no formulas around Berkshire. We don't sit down and write a bunch, have people work till midnight calculating things and putting spreadsheets together. And if the hurdle rate is 15% or something, having them all come out at 15.1 or 15.2, because that's what's going to happen. I mean, you're going to get the numbers you want to hear to an extreme degree. The proposals we receive from the investment world, I've got to tell you about one because it illustrates. Go on. We received a proposition the other day, and I'll disguise the numbers a little bit so nobody can pick it out. But it was a private company, and we'll say it was earning $100 million a year. But the seller of the business and the investment banker suggested that we should look at the earnings as being $110 million a year, because as a private company, they had to pay their top people in cash, which was expensed, but we could pay them in stock options and things like that, which weren't expensed or were explained as not really counting, and therefore we could report $110 million if we gave away something we didn't want to give away. But essentially by sort of lying about our accounting, we could add $10 million to the earning, and they wanted us to pay them because they couldn't do it and we could do it, and therefore at this point they're losing me, of course, totally. But it's just astounding the accounting games that are played. All the adjustments are why the place will be earning more than before. It's a business. We also had one that came in from a private equity firm, and by a mistake, we got the email that was sent to the manager from the email from the private equity firms that owned it to the manager in terms of making projections for it. And they told him to add 15% because they say Buffett will discount it by 15% or 20% anyway. So just add 15% to offset his conservatism. It's not an elegant business, as Charlie will tell you.